What is up, guys? Welcome to my new video. In today's video, as promised yesterday, we will be covering Fury Warrior raid talents because they are quite bit different than your normal Mythic Plus or Dungeon talents. So first off, as I said, we'll be starting off with talents, and then we'll be showing the rotation and what you can change out depending on which bosses are you doing. So first off, let's start off the first difference that we have. Let's say in Slayer talents, we are using Vicious Agility, and that is because we want the cooldown reduced of Heroic Leap because it's much more useful in raid than charge. Let's see, yeah, we are not using Thunderous Roar, but we are using Champion Spear. It's really good for mob control, and a lot of bosses actually do spawn mobs. Like here we need to control them in the court and so on. So that is why we'll be using the spear over the Thunderous Roar. And one more difference that you may be able here to see, we are going with Berserker's Torment. Activating Avatar or Recklessness grants 8 seconds of the other. Also very important on single target single target fights. I mean, every boss is mostly single target except for a few. Now let's look at the Fury talents. The difference here you may see, we are not going Odin's Fury. And you might be wondering why not. Well, because it's just not worth it. Like, you can spend these 2 talent points much better in the tree. And yeah, other than that, in Mythic Plus we weren't using Sudden Death, but it's really good in fights. Execute does a lot of damage, and you want to proc it. It generates rage, that meaning you get more rampages off, meaning your abilities proc more, and so on. Of course, it goes without saying, we do not take any points in Whirlwind or Meat Cleaver, nothing. But we do take 1 Ashen Juggernaut. Execute increase the critical strike chance of executed by 10% for 15 seconds, taking up to 5 times. And since you are in a raid, you will be hitting those bosses like insane with those executes. Bam, bam, 800, a million, bam, bam, and so on until they die. Well, other than that, a difference that you also see is, of course, we are not using Bloodborne because it's for Odin's Fury and Thunderous Roar, and we are not using it, we don't need it. We did take rank 2 Vicious Contempt. Bloodthirst deals 50% increased damage to enemies who are below 35% HP, which is also very important to notice. Other than that, you can copy the talent tree. Like I explained pretty much everything in the talents for Mythic Plus. Here we'll be just going over it. You can copy the tree, and I'll go over the rotation, say your priorities, and so on. Now let's say I won't be popping any cooldowns or anything. Let's say you charge in, you go the Raging Blow, it procs, another Raging Blow, execute, we go Rampage, another Raging Blow, we don't want to waste the stacks. Now we go Bloodthirst when we don't have Raging Blow. Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, Raging Blow, Rampage, Raging Blow, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, and so on. And if you don't have anything to cast, then you use Whirlwind, of course. It's better than not doing anything. Other than that, that is your basic rotation without having anything, like no cooldowns, no nothing. But other than that, I'll show you your burst or your opener, as I would say it. So first off, I have this trinket, so I'll be using it. If you have any trinket, use it before. If maybe you have a trinket that damages the boss, use it in the fight. But before we start, I'll tell you the rotation. We go Recklessness, we go into Charge, we go into Avatar, Champion Spear. We can do Blade Storm, Rampage, Raging Blow, Execute will proc, and so on. But our priority outside of our cooldowns is Rampage, Execute when it procs, Raging Blow. You do not want to have two charges, you want to be using them constantly so you keep up your maximum rage as high as possible. And then we do Bloodthirst since it does the least amount of damage on single target. So now let's do Battle Shout. I pop my trinket, do this, pop this. Now we go Blade Storm, Rampage, execute proc, this, I really hate this visual effect. As you can see, just my character looks like a fucking legion. I go another rampage, this. And so on, you continue. As you can see, we are holding pretty good damage, if I can say so myself. And you just continue on getting your cooldowns and doing your rotation. Other than that, let's say, because today I actually finished the normal raid, it's so fucking easy, like it's insane. If anyone is playing on Outland EU, please invite me to your guild. I know how to play, I just want a guild. I can't pub with these people anymore, like I'll die from it. Let's say you are in the Silken Court. There are two bosses, they share health pool and they spawn ads which need to be killed as soon as possible. Then you go over here, you take 1 point from depth experience and you take 1 point from technical thinking. No, sorry, you can't do it. You take 1 point from here, and yeah, I took point from sudden death. Then you go, you take Odin's Fury, and you always take Titanic's Rage. Odin's Fury enrages you, deals 10% increased damage and grants you 2 stacks of Whirlwind. Those 2 stacks of Whirlwind are pretty useful because our Whirlwind doesn't give us any meat cleaver, however they are, yeah, meat cleaver stacks or Whirlwind stacks, however you want to call them. So let's say there are two, like these 3 behind. You go on, you charge. There are 2 bosses, you are doing your single target rotation. Mostly if there are a lot of ads, you can Whirlwind, and then you use Odin's Fury and you get 2 stacks, you do your rotation, and since it's a raid, the ads should be in the middle and should be cleaved down anyways. Because if you go fully into cleaving and so on, you lose so much single target damage, it's not even worth it. Like I went on like this into the fight without Odin's Fury at the start, and I was still doing mad DPS. You can change? Okay, this is on cooldown, I'll change it. So, and also another fight where that is useful, the Blood Twister. He spawns ads, and they mostly they are grouped. You want to gun them down or kill them, however you want to say it. Maybe, yeah, I think those 2 fights, it's where the Odin Fury is the most useful. Other than that, you just stick to your raging blow, and so on. Is there anything else to mention? Stat priority, yes. I said that in the last video. Of course, you want to go for strength. Then your next most important stat is going to be mastery. Increases damage done while you're enraged. We are enraged 99% of the time. You want to stack mastery. Then your most important stat will be versatility with haste. You don't want to have too little haste. Like if you watched the video that I made yesterday, you'll notice that I was using powerful and rage, but I changed my ring, which has versatility and mastery but no haste, and my ability is just casting too slow, and I went on and switched up to frenzied and rage. After where we stopped, yeah, haste, versatility, then critical strike, least important. And leech, don't bother with leech, I know on what piece of gear I have it. So that would be your stat priority, that would be your rotation, that would be how to do it. And yeah, Fury Warrior, it feels like in a great spot. It's so much fun to play. You have some mobility, but not too much utility for the raids at this point. But damage is good, it's fun. Then if you like some classes where you charge in, you do damage, you dodge stuff and so on, Fury Warrior will be for you. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing and liking for more War Within content. And that will be all for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.